A 100-meter giant corpse appeared on the beach, capturing everyone's attention and disrupting the small town's longtime tranquility. Scientists approached the giant to observe. His face appeared scholarly, with deep black eyes now devoid of life. A prominent nose, perfectly curled hair, and a muscular body suggested the giant might have had noble blood. In his massive palm lay several fish that couldn't escape before the tide receded. Examining the giant's condition, scientists speculated he had drowned and washed ashore. Initially, most people kept their distance, only daring to observe from afar. But once a brave woman stepped onto the giant's body and nothing happened, the hesitant onlookers rushed forward. People climbed up the giant's hands. Children played on his chest while dancers performed ballet on his nose. Scientists watched silently, knowing they couldn't stop it and chose to leave. On the first day of the giant's appearance, he seemed merely asleep. Tourists came in endless streams, crowding the beach until nightfall when they gradually departed. 3 days later, when scientists returned to the beach, the large crowds had disappeared. Only children remained interested, using the giant's body as a slide. The giant's skin had begun to lose its luster. Nearby, workers were drawing plans in the sand, discussing how to dismember the giant. By the fourth evening, scientists returned to find only a heartbroken person sitting on the giant's ear, listening to music. The giant's body showed obvious signs of decay, skin completely dull and shriveled, eyes cloudy. A sand castle built by children still stood on his chest. One of his arms had been dismembered and taken away by unknown persons. 2 days later, only one leg remained of the giant's limbs. Graffiti reading "I was here" covered his body. By the seventh day, the giant's head had disappeared and his body had been hollowed out. Hank had lost all interest in the giant, and everything before him exuded a desolate twilight feeling. Months later, people seemed to have completely forgotten about the giant corpse on the beach, yet traces of him were visible throughout the town. One leg bone was carelessly discarded. The butcher shop at the dock used the giant's bones as a sign to attract customers. Even the giant's most precious part ended up in a small circus's oddities exhibition, mislabeled as a whale's reproductive organ. With time, perhaps even the few massive ribs left on the beach would be mistaken for the bones of some sea creature, as if the giant had never existed.